so sorry for being late. This is so unlike me. I am so sorry, Mr. Oakley.
It's alright. A little heads up would have been nice. How's the wife?
Oh, she's great. We just got some tickets to Circus Juventus this Friday, actually.
Oh, okay.
You ever been there?
No, I haven't.
Super excited. Yeah, they're doing this like Western theme.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, really cool.
Do you have those files for the
Oh,
meeting?
yep. Yeah, I got them. They're right here. There you go.
Great.
All set.
Great. Would have liked these about an hour ago, but
Yeah, sorry about that. Hey, next time I'll let you know if I won't be late at all. How about that?
sounds great.
All right, I'll see you at the meeting, Mr.
Yep.
Oakley.
Good morning, everyone. Hope you all had a great weekend. As you know, we recently discovered some excess funds in our divisional budget, and we wanted to talk about some potential uses for that excess budget. Apologies for not getting these files out to you earlier. I didn't receive them until late. As you know, some of the potential ideas, we could get some new ergonomic chairs. They'd be really good for our posture. Overall attitude in the office, I just think that those would be a good option to throw out there.
No, you're thinking about this all wrong. We've been looking to hire a salesperson for literally months now, and the only way that we're going to hit our sales goal is if we use our excess budget towards that.
I honestly just don't understand why Katie is so forceful all the time. It's like she's always trying to be competitive with everybody. Like, why can't she just work with somebody and try to get along?
She brings up a good point. We could really use another pair of hands on our wholesaling team.
At least somebody understands. Evan's always trying to get all cute with how we spend our money, but I don't really get it. We need to choose the option that gives us the most competitive edge. It's really not that hard to understand.
Katie, we've talked about this. We can't keep bringing on new associates every time we get backed up with requests. We're trying to improve our workflow and our systems. Katie means well, but she's just so stubborn.
Tom will not shut up about our existing workflows and systems. He's so stubborn.
It's funny you say that, Tom, because my team and I have been looking at a new software system that will drastically improve our processing speed.
I don't know, new systems are so complicated. I think one more wholesaler would help us all out.
That's exactly the kind of thinking that got us in this mess. Open your eyes, people. The world is changing. If we don't adapt, we will fall farther behind.
I think it's clear we're all pretty stressed right now. Gee, if only there were a way we could escape this mundane routine of corporate America. What if instead of buying new software or hiring a new salesperson, we invested this budget back into the very associates that have carried this excessive burden for so long? I think a division retreat is exactly what we need. We could go camping.
Camping? Why would we expose ourselves to grizzly bears and mosquitoes, Joe? I think that we should fly somewhere nice, like Miami, New Orleans.
Yes, we could go for a Miami Vice sort of theme.
I was kind of thinking Mardi Gras, but I guess that'd be okay.
All right, enough with the fairy tales. Besides, the Miami Heat Index has been constantly hitting the triple digits. Do you really want to fight Mother Nature? And don't even get me started on Travelocity's new fee structure. Last I checked, this was a workplace, a place of work. This isn't just some fraternity party. We shouldn't be spending our money on team bonding when we could put the surplus towards something of actual value.
What does he mean, fairy tales? Are you kidding me? Nick always says I need to be better at focusing. You know who's pretty good at focusing? Aristotle. And he believed in a geocentric universe. Sometimes you need to look past the numbers. A happy worker is a productive worker, and we should be doing everything we can to support each other, Essentially, we're like one big fraternity.
Alright guys, I've got a 10:30 to run to. We'll have to finish up this meeting after lunch.
Alright everyone, this morning we discussed some of the options to spend the surplus. Right now we've narrowed it down to 4 things. Investing in new, comfortable, state-of-the-art, fully adjustable, ergonomic chairs. Hiring a new salesperson, moving to a different software system, and planning a divisional retreat.
Actually, it looks like we just got the email from HR saying those ergonomic chairs will be in by the end of the week.
Alright, well I guess we can cross that one off the list.
Yes, I really want those chairs.
Honestly, I think the money should go towards getting new merchandise and maybe wearables for the MS interns. I mean, they're just so dependable and so smart. I believe they'd be like pretty amazing ambassadors for the Securian brand.
So maybe we don't go to Miami. I still think a retreat would be a great chance to get out of the office and increase associate morale and productivity.
You know, that might not actually be the worst idea in the world. A more engaged and positive workforce could help our bottom line, which is always the most important thing in my opinion.
Speaking of better bottom lines, Nick and I actually had the chance to go over some of our calculations associated with the new software system, and it would actually decrease our annual expenses by 9.234%.
We do believe the cost to fully implement and train all of our employees is a little bit above the estimated budget, but with a payback period of just 9 months, we think it's well worth it.
Great. Does anyone have any problems with this plan? If not, let's get some next steps going.
I can put together a retreat planning committee.
I'd be happy to start putting together some training modules.
Michelle and I can clean up the spreadsheets and send them over.
Perfect. Nice work, team. I'll send out our minutes from this meeting later this afternoon, and we'll look to schedule a follow-up meeting next week to dig into some details.
It really doesn't have to be so complicated. Sometimes you just need someone to point out opportunities to compromise.
Honestly, I think the money should go towards getting new wearables.
Open your eyes, people.
Alright. The lengths I go.
Money on team bonding when we be putting